Who's scruffy looking?
What is up, our fellow ladies and gangsters? Welcome back to the Spiffy Nerd Herder channel. Now today, before we get started, Luke, I am gonna blow your mind. Ramirez has got something to show us.
I'm gonna show you a magic trick. Close the big wing, close your mouth.
Yeah! Blow your mind. Alright, so now let's get started today. In doing some cinematography references for Star Wars Theory's Vader Fan web series, I've been looking at some scenes from a bunch of different movies, including, of course, the Star Wars movies. I was playing it, and something caught my eye. Not there. Not there. There! This is the dang Blu-ray copy of Star Wars, and they forgot to do One Frame with the Lightsaber. Well, George, it looks like in all of your changes you missed something, but I forgive you. Today we want to talk about lightsabers specifically. A little while ago I did a video about whether a lightsaber could cut through Captain America's shield or not. And I went through a bunch of lightsaber resistant metals from the Star Wars universe. But at that time, some of them were still legends. But now the new canon has thrown down the hammer on one of them and has established exactly what it is, and that metal is cortosis. In the book Thrawn Alliances, Anakin, Thrawn, and Padme are on the planet Mokija, and they find a separatist droid factory.
Shut me down. Machines making machines.
All seems normal. Anakin runs up to some B-2 battle droids that are guarding the factory. He jumps on a table, he grabs his lightsaber, he turns it on, he swings down on him, and then it turns off. So he turns it back on, swings down on him again, it hits the arm, and it turns off. Every single time he made contact with the armor of these battle droids, his lightsaber would turn off.
Not again.
Now, he'd be able to turn it back on nearly right away, and there was no long-term damage to his lightsaber. But the armor of these battle droids were made of a cortosis weave. The cortosis weave of this armor caused that the energy of the lightsaber be redirected back in on itself, thus shorting out the lightsaber. Additionally, this cortosis was blaster resistant, so you fire a blast on it, it would just get absorbed. We saw this in the book of New Dawn with Count Vidian's cortosis weave mesh that he was wearing. He was basically resistant to blaster shots. So why have we never seen this incredible metal that's lightsaber resistant, that would short out lightsaber blades, that would absorb blaster bolts? Why have we never seen these in the movies? Well, the short answer is that Anakin, Padme, and Thrawn straight up blow up the mine where the cortosis is being mined in Mokija, and they sabotaged all of the battle droids coming off the assembly line so that they would essentially self-destruct within a few moments on the battlefield. So that's why we never see it in the movies. But the more interesting fact about this droid factory is that they were also manufacturing clone armor with this cortosis weave. Now, essentially, Palpatine, through Count Dooku, was making these insurance policies. They were making clones that could easily run roughshod over the entire Jedi Temple because they would be wearing armor that would be lightsaber resistant. Of course, we know they weren't used, but it shows how many contingency plans Palpatine was going through as he prepared for Order 66 and to take over the galaxy and destroy all the Jedi. Now, the story with cortosis and its shorting out lightsaber blades, it doesn't end there because Thrawn and Vader, years after the Clone Wars, discover cortosis again, and it's now being used by a mysterious species from the unknown regions called the Grisk. And they are using it to heavy damage against the Empire. So while the book explains why we don't see it in episode 3, it leaves the door open for a lot more cortosis shenanigans to go down between episodes 3 and 4. Now personally, I would actually think it would be pretty cool to see this cortosis used more, because if Vader can't use his lightsaber, then we gotta see him dominate with the Force. And I love lightsaber fights, but I also want to see some more Force using in the films. I've always kind of felt that Jedi have sometimes relied on their lightsabers a little too much, and I want to see them do some Force pushes, you know, disintegrate things with the Force. You know, all those things that we wish they could see, but we don't because they're holding a lightsaber. So, what do you guys think? Do you guys think this cortosis thing is pretty cool, that it can short out lightsabers, that it can slot blaster bolts? Love to know what you guys think. Want to know what you guys think about the Grisk and if they're going to be a big problem for the Empire between episodes 3 and 4.
Any attack would be a useless gesture.
Let me know what you think, guys, and remember, don't do anything I wouldn't do twice.